Chapter 31. Chapters on Vala and Gifts. Chapter 1. What has been related about the Vala is for the one who frees. Aisha narrated that she wanted to buy Barira, but her owners stipulated that they should have her Vala. So the Prophet said, the Vala is for the one who gives the price, or for the one who grants the favor. Abu Isa said, there are narrations on this topic from Ibn Umar and Abu Huraira. This hadith is Hasan Sahih, and this is acted upon according to the people of knowledge. Great Sahih. Chapter 2. What has been related about the prohibition from selling the Vala and from conferring it. Abdullah bin Umar narrated that the Messenger of Allah prohibited selling the Vala and from conferring it. Abu Isa said, this hadith is Hasan Sahih. We do not know of it except as a narration of Abdullah bin Dinar from Ibn Umar from the Prophet. Shuba, Sufyan at-Fawri and Malik bin Anas also reported it from Abdullah bin Dinar. It has been related that Shuba said, I so wished that Abdullah bin Dinar would permit me when he narrated this hadith that I stand up so that I kiss his head. And Yahya bin Sulaim reported this hadith from Ubaydullah bin Umar from Nafi, from Ibn Umar, from the Prophet. But this is mistaken. Yahya bin Sulaim erred in it. What is correct is from Ubaydullah bin Umar, from Abdullah bin Dinar, from Ibn Umar, from the Prophet. This is how it is reported by more than one narrator from Ubaydullah bin Umar. Abu Isa said, and Abdullah bin Dinar is alone with this hadith. Great Sahih. Chapter 3. What has been related about whoever claims his Vala to be for other than his Mawali, or claims someone else other than his father. Ibrahim at-Taimi narrated from his father. Ali delivered a khutbah for us in which he said, whoever claims that we have some book to read other than Allah's book and this paper, which include camels' ages and things related to relation for wounds, then he has lied. And he said in it, Al-Madinah is sacred, what is between heir to father. So whoever introduces in it any innovation or shelters an innovator, then upon him is the curse of Allah, the angels, and all people. On the day of judgment, Allah will not accept his compulsory nor optional good deeds. And whoever claims someone else to be his father, or claims Vala for someone other than his Mawali, then upon him is the curse of Allah, the angels and the people. His compulsory and optional good deeds shall not be accepted. The covenants of the Muslims are one. It covers the rest of them. Abu Isa said, this hadith is Hasan Sahih. Some of them reported it similarly. From Al-Amas, from Ibrahim at-Taimi, from Al-Harith bin Suwaid, from Ali. Abu Isa said, It has been reported through more than one route from Ali from the Prophet. Great Sahih. Chapter 4. What has been related about a man negating the legitimacy of his child. Abu Huraira narrated that a man from Banu Fasara came to the Prophet and said, "O Messenger of Allah, my wife gave birth to black boy." So the Prophet said, "Do you have any camels?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Then what are their colors?" He said, "Red." He said, "Is there a grey one among them?" He said, "Yes, there is a grey one among them." He said, "From where does that come?" He said, "Perhaps it is hereditary." He said, "Then in the same way, perhaps it is his heredity." Abu Isa said, "This hadith is Hasan Sahih, great Sahih." Chapter 5. What has been related about the Kaif, those who are experts on heredity. Aisha narrated that the Prophet visited her in a very happy mood, his face beaming with joy, and said, "Don't you see that the Mujassis looked just now at Said bin Harifa and Usama bin Zayd and said, 'These feet belong to each other'?" Abu Isa said, "This hadith is Hasan Sahih, great Sahih." Sufyan bin Uyayna reported this hadith from Asuri, from Urwa, from Aisha, and he added in it, "Don't you see that the Mujassis passed by Zayd bin Harifa and Usama bin Zayd while their heads were covered and their feet were exposed, and he said, 'These feet belong to each other.' This is how Sayyid bin Abdur Rahman and more than one narrator narrated this hadith from Sufyan bin Uyana, from As-Suri, from Urwa, from Aisha. And this hadith is Hasan Sahih. Some of the people of knowledge used this hadith to support the case of Kaif, great Sahih. Chapter 6. Regarding the Prophet saw encouraging gifts. Abu Huraira narrated that the Prophet said, "Give gifts, for indeed the gift removes bad feelings from the chest, and let the neighbor not look down upon the gift of her neighbor, even if it be the lover shanks of sheep." Abu Isa said, "This hadith is Gharib from this route." Abu Mashar's name is Naji, the freed slave of Banu Hisham. Some of the people of knowledge criticized him due to his poor memory. Great Daif. Chapter 7. What has been related about it being disliked to take back gifts. Ibn Umar narrated that the Messenger of Allah said, "The parable of the one who gives a gift and then takes it back is that of a dog who eats until he is full and vomits. Then he returns to take back his vomit." Abu Isa said, "There are narrations on this topic from Ibn Abbas and Abdullah bin Amr." Great Sahih. Ibn Umar and Ibn Abbas narrated the Marfu hadith. "It is not lawful for a man to give a gift and then take it back, except in the case of the father with what he gave to his son. And the parable of the one who gives a gift and then takes it back is that of a dog who eats until he is full and vomits, then he returns to his vomit." Abu Isa said, "This hadith is Hasan Sahih." Ash-Shafi said, "It is not lawful for one who confers something to take it back, except in the case of the father. He may take back what he gave his son, and he used this hadith as proof." Great Sahih.